Are you interested in moving to Moseley, Virginia, but want to know what can your money buy you? Then this video is for you.
All right, guys, if you have not done so already, feel free, do yourself a favor to like and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for keeping up with us as far as all of our videos. As you already know, we are your guides to the Central Virginia area. So that's going to be areas like this. We're in Moseley, we're here at Hidden Wit, but also restaurant reviews and other places. But Jared, tell us a little bit about where I'm sweating right now.
And it is a hot one today. So we are standing in Moseley, Virginia, as Galen said, at Hidden Wit Brewing Company. Now, Moseley is a part of Chesterfield County, but it's a very big up-and-coming area. Ultimately, you've probably seen a lot of our videos if you look through our channel on Midlothian. Midlothian is kind of a central part of Chesterfield, and Moseley is if you're on Hull Street, Route 360, and you're heading out further, almost towards Amelia. Maybe you say, I want to be in Chesterfield, but I want a little more ruralness. This is something you'd want to look into, is Moseley. So this brewery actually just opened, so we thought it'd be a cool place to launch the video because they've got a full beer menu, a full food menu, really cool hangout areas in the back. Maybe we can get some pictures going as we talk about it a little bit. But what we're going to do today is talk a little bit about what you can buy in Moseley, Virginia, if this is kind of the area that you're looking at. Galen, what price point are we doing today?
So generally, you know, we've done prices under 400. We just did one around 700,000. So today we're going to stick between 500,000 and 600,000, which is a pretty common price point for this area. Now, perhaps you're sitting and watching in St. Louis, Missouri. So the reason why we kind of show you the inside of the house, because we want you to get a quick visual as far as what you could buy, what your dollars are going to get you, and you're going to really enjoy it.
That's it. So if you're looking in Chesterfield, if you want to buy a house, reach out to us. Moseley, Virginia. Check out Hidden Wit Brewing Company, and we're going to head to house number 1 right now. Let's go. Alright guys, so we are standing out at house number 1, and this is in the Harper's Mill neighborhood. Now if you're already a Chesterfield, Richmond native, you're probably thinking, well, Harper's Mill isn't technically in Moseley, and that is correct. But we wanted to start here because as we talk about Moseley and how it's kind of pushed out, this was almost the start of pushing out of Midlothian and Chesterfield and pushing into this Moseley area that we're going over today. So Harper's Mill is a neighborhood that was built, this house in particular, right around 2016, but right behind 2 other subdivisions, Hampton Park, which is probably one you want to check out, and Ashbrook. So you're going to want to look at those 2 neighborhoods too as you're kind of looking at that push. But this is a neighborhood that's pretty established at this point. There was a handful of different builders that you could choose from. And again, if you are looking to start pushing out, this is like the line. So we're actually going to move deeper into Moseley on the next 2 houses. But for this one's Harper's Mill. Galen, what are they buying in here?
So we designed these videos to kind of give you, the viewer, an idea of what your dollars are going to purchase for you. So when we look at this house, you're going to see some of the pictures, but we're at $570,000. That's been on the market for about 11 or 12 days, and that's probably indicative of this price point and this time of year. You're about $219 per square foot, which is really nice, but we're going to see that fluctuated as we look at some of the other houses. This is a 3-bed, it's a 2.5 baths, it's got 2,600 square feet, a really nice property. Looking in there, as Jared mentions, 2016 Craftsmaster, so you're going to see tons of upgrades. Moving in, you're probably not going to think, oh, I need to change this, I need to do anything. You're going to see that a lot with any of these houses that are about 500,000 up. They pretty much have everything you need. There's going to give you some option for some critiques or some options to make modifications. Open floor plan, you especially looking at this one, you're looking at that granite in the kitchen, well lit. You've got the recessed lighting, the hardwood floors there. It opens up to that nice back porch. You've got a front porch that you can lounge in. This one is kind of billed as an entertainment paradise where you can have your friends and family. You notice you're gonna have that large kitchen area so that you can cook, have tons of room. You get a bunch of cooks in the kitchen, but also you have a nice room that people can kind of watch, still have conversation in that living room. So it has a really nice flow that you're going to be expecting if you're paying in this price point.
You also have the patio out back on this one, I believe. I think they did do some paver work and things like that after closing. What you'll see, I don't know if you can get a good feel for the lot sizes here. These are going to be smaller size lots, but as we go through Moseley, what you'll realize is because it's so rural, if you don't want to be in the neighborhoods we're showing you today, you can still get a lot of acreage. In fact, between this house and the next one we're going to, I sold somebody a house with 36 acres right in between these neighborhoods. So if you want land, it's also a really good place to check out.
And now, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't leave this part off. This one is kind of significant. This is a special one for Jared and I, because one of you guys, about maybe 2 years ago, you contacted us and said, hey, could you be our realtor? So you were about a couple of doors down. So thank you so much. And if you are looking for a real estate agent in the area, do what they did. Contact us below, reach out. We can kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at and what you're buying, and then we'll help you to see how we can make the process extremely smooth, concierge level of service.
All right, house number 2.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, so we are standing at house number 2, and this is a neighborhood that if you're looking to move to Moseley, you have to look into. It's called Magnolia Green. It's not only one of, if not the biggest neighborhood in Moseley, but it's one of the biggest neighborhoods in all of Chesterfield County in Central Virginia. This neighborhood is gonna have thousands of houses when it's done. Most of it's already been built, so you've got clubhouses, you've got Arnold Palmer Golf Course, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, they are now ranked on their golf course.
I don't know anything about golf, but there is a golf course here, obviously. And this is gonna range from townhouses all the way up to custom built homes that are $1 million plus. So we're right in the mid-range, but just so you know, a lot of what we're looking at today and this price point is gonna be your production builders. Some of these, if you're out of state, you're probably seeing them even where you're at. If not, just to name a few, you got Craftmaster, which is what we're looking at now, we just looked at, Stylecraft, Main Street, Ryan, Boone Homes, Eastwood Homes, right? That's 6 that are in this area that you're gonna see. And again, that's before you get into a lot of the custom guys that are gonna go up even more. So Galen, tell them a little bit about what they're buying here. What's the price point gonna get them in Mag Green?
So the importance of videos like this is that we are actually inside of the community. We're not behind a screen. We wanted you guys to kind of get a feel of what you're going to be purchasing. Now, this house, it's $541,000 right now. It's been on the market for about 60 days. We see some price drops. It's basically a tale of design. So we're at $185 per square foot.
What was the last one at?
The other one was at $219 per square foot. So you can see the big difference, about like $30 per square foot.
Same builder though? Same
builder, same year. But when you look at some of these pictures, you're gonna see, all right, now I'm getting a little bare bones presentation. You're gonna see a lot of carpet. You're still gonna see your granite, but there's some changes that maybe if there's a tier system as far as what you're choosing, they went for some of the lower tiers, and it kind of shows in this house. But it also presents to you a great opportunity, because at $541,000, this is probably the lowest house price that you're gonna see right now around here. So you could probably jump in here, still have some cash in your pocket, make some upgrades. You can call realtors like us. We have a very long list of contractors that we can recommend you. And so they can do things like upgrade maybe the porch in the back, maybe put pavers down, change your flooring, give you a lot of options that you can do. Unlike the other house, this is about 4 beds, 2.5 baths. You do get 1 extra bedroom, but it's really just how are you going to use that, what upgrades that you're gonna make for yourself.
Yeah, so again, keep in mind there are townhouses available in here to buy as well. So if you want to spend something more like in the $400,000, you can actually come down about $140 grand, $100,000, and still get into Mag Green, still get all those amenities, still get your clubhouse and your pool and the golf course and all of that good stuff. So again, this is one you definitely want to check out, Magnolia Green. It is also right up the street, just to, I know we had started at the brewery, but just to mention it, they're also building a lot of other things as you come out the whole street now, so that you don't have to go all the way back into Midlothian. So about 3 minutes from here, you got a huge public shopping center now.
Yeah.
So giant grocery store, giant gas station. They got a Wawa across the street.
Don't worry, guys. There's a Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah, you're getting all this stuff. So again, Midlothian is still very close to get whole street back into the town. You're only talking 8, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. But the reality is, even right now, you're in this essentially planned use development where you're going to be able to go to the edge of your neighborhood to grocery shop and do everything you need to do.
One thing we definitely want to add is Jared and I were coming in. They're building a very large 55 and up community. So if that's kind of where you're looking, they have not broken ground. So if you're thinking, hey, I want to be in this area, but I need certain amenities. I'm tired of mowing the lawn. I'm tired of doing these other exterior maintenance. Feel free to reach out to us. We can kind of help you get into like locations like that. help out.
Yeah, and I think there's actually some single family homes in the neighborhood that does all your lawn maintenance as well in here, some of the bigger custom stuff. So that's it for Mag Green. We got one more house to see. Let's go see it. All right, so we are at our final house. If you've made it this far, thank you for continuing to watch. We are actually in Fox Creek right this second. What you'll see, similar style house that we're looking at. This is actually only on 0.15 acres. So it's not even a third of an acre. So you're gonna get some postage stamp lots in here, right, for what you're buying. This is gonna be a Main Street home, and you have multiple different Fox neighborhoods. You have Fox Fire, Fox Field, Fox Creek. There's actually some newer townhomes right behind this. So again, if you're looking for townhomes, you can get them a little bit cheaper than what we're talking about with single family. You can also go up. I believe Orleans Homes built some homes back in the day across the way. Some other kind of bigger production builders, if you want to go up, the last one I sold across the street was about 800,000. So again, we are seeing pricing at a pretty high level if you want to keep going. But again, we're at 500 to 600 grand. Galen, what do they get with this house?
So it's, you're looking at a couple things. You look at these pictures here, it's about 3,200 square feet, 3,268. You're at $570,000. Comes out to about $174 per square foot.
So it's still the cheapest one by far.
It's still the cheapest, but it's also the biggest.
Okay.
So naturally, you'll see. Looking in, this is a 2021 build, as you had mentioned. It's Main Street Homes. Looking at some of the features, it's a little bit, let's say, better. There's a higher end things as compared to the very last house we were looking at. So you're looking at the kitchen, you're gonna see granite, it's wide open. Some things that I know some clients say they don't love, you're gonna see carpet on the stairs going up. It seems like there's carpet all that second level.
But what's your flooring on the first floor?
Flooring on the first floor, it's advertised as all wood. So that's nice, because that's an upgrade over at, let's say, like LVP or something like that. You're going to notice, as you can see in these pictures, there are solar panels on the roof. That does not really do anything at all for you as far as resale value.
Don't buy solar panels for value, guys. The amount of calls we get on a regular basis that say, hey, well, I just spent 32 grand on these. The next guy's gonna pay for that, right? No one wants to pay for that.
But one good thing that you'll notice is that for this house, and a lot of houses in this area who do have solar panels, they are receiving a credit from the Dominion Power as a rebate back for that. So they're getting some money back because they are, the additional electricity that they're generating goes back to them, so they're basically selling it back. So that is a plus. Yeah. But as Jared said, if you're looking to sell this house, no, they're not going to take over your payments. It's going to roll back.
We work with investors too, so if you're looking to invest money, that's probably not the investment to cash flow. If you want to buy some property, we'll help you with that.
But as Jared mentioned, you know, the lot, as far as the other houses, this is a really small lot, and so you have to kind of think about what are you going to do with your backyard. Some of these other houses, they do have smaller fencing, so they do have some backyard, but maybe that's not your thing, but you're just looking for the square footage. This is a 5-bed, 3 full bathrooms, so there's no half, so that's a lot of space you can kind of either grow into. Perhaps maybe you're bringing down like in-laws or mother-in-law. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of options for you there for a house that's under $600,000. So this is basically got $500,000. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to be this close to my neighbors for $500,000? Maybe you don't mind, maybe you do. Either way, reach out to guys like us, reach out to Jared, reach out to myself. Our contact information is going to be at the bottom so that we can kind of help you, advise you, and help you kind of see where do you think you're going to be best suited in. We represent buyers and sellers all over this community. That's kind of why we're the digital mayors of our city. We're here to help you.
That's it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this gave you a good grasp on what Moseley, Virginia has to offer as a portion of Chesterfield. Again, like Galen said, reach out if there's anything we can do to help. Like, subscribe, and we appreciate your time. We appreciate you watching our content, and we look forward to helping you land in Virginia.